What's up, everyone? This is another Million Lords video. I'm going to be going over the bugs that I have noticed this season. Kind of like a recurring series that I did a while back, and I felt it was important to go over it again this season because there's a lot of bugs that are annoying to overcome, and kind of a few tips and tricks. Some people might think of this as more of a roast session for Million Lords or Million Victories company, but it's more of a informational video kind of outlining some basic issues and how to overcome them. Now, I want to preface this by saying a lot of issues are solved in 3 or 4 different ways. So that's interesting. I've never seen, it's a new bug, I guess I've just noticed, but you see the 20-second march coming in, but it's not moving. So new bug right there. Haven't seen that yet this season. But either way, I wanted to preface this by saying a lot of issues are fixed by 3 different methods. One is simply reloading the game. The other is re-downloading the game. And the third one is you can actually, and then the attack didn't even like land and show up. So that's weird. All right. The third is that you can turn your device on airplane mode and turn off Wi-Fi for like 10-15 seconds and turn it back on, and that resets some things as well, and sometimes that helps you as well. Yeah, so that's weird. It's not showing the attacks actually coming in, but we'll let that do what it is because clearly that's bugged right now. Anyways, one of the majorly annoying things is when you're sending a march, and I don't know if I have a city far enough away. Okay, let's see if I might be too fast for this. Let's see, 52. Okay, so let's say I go to send a march, and I send it out, and then I make another attack. When I go to make the second attack, the thing for forcing you to use a speed boost is activated. And so this forces you to use a speed boost if you don't notice. And it really whittles down your speed boost, even if it's unnecessary. Like, I've sent many marchers that I didn't need to speed boost to reinforce the city, and it still used them because I sent a march earlier that I was purposely boosting. Another issue that I've noticed this season, which is, in my opinion, the most annoying, is when you go to tap on a city, they change the hitbox from a circular around the base of the city to more of an oval now. And so when you go to tap on a city, you can see the city behind it activating as well. Like, it's actually hitting the city behind it, but then it's pulling up the city. And it's because I'm tapping on the banner of my main city here. And the way to fix this that I've personally noticed is you tap right here, right on the bottom of the banner, and that works nearly every time for choosing the right city without any negative effects. Because normally, especially in the beginning when I was still struggling with it, I'd go to tap on the base of the city, and sometimes instead of the base city, you tap on the banner. So I'd go to tap on the base here, if it lets me. Another thing also is, like, when you're trying to tap on an attack, you go to send the attack, but it won't always actually bring up the attack screen. You can tap the city multiple times, but that doesn't happen as often, so it's not really as game breaking, or more like annoying as a simple one where you can tap on the base of a city and it'll pull up the city in front of it. But again, you just tap on the right below the banner here, and it just pulls up the city pretty flawlessly. It's a bit of because I've been attacking, just like hitting on the base city for so long, playing the game for so long, that it's a bit of almost like a learning curve, like tapping above where I normally tap, but that fixes it pretty easily for you guys. Another thing is, of course, at the beginning of the season, I'm pretty sure they fixed this. Because of the speed boost being able to lock in, as being on, then you were then able to send a march with it being locked in, and it would actually speed that march to be 3 times the speed. So if you were like pay to win, you had tons of speed boosts to waste, you could do that. Or even just to like bridge into a group of cities, you could bridge in super fast. And the marches were invisible at the very least for the person sending them. And then they just like land on the city 20 seconds later or whatever. But I'm pretty sure they were visible for the people being attacked. It was just pretty fast. Because I had a couple where I sent them and people walled me. But it may have just been because I scouted before they knew of the glitch and they moved troops to defend that. But it's hard to tell. Another issue that someone brought up to me that I personally haven't noticed is showing the wrong amount of troops on attack. So like, see where this shows 10 to 100 mil? A guy in my Discord server said that it showed a 1 to 10G march incoming, but it was actually a 7 million troop march. So that's annoying because you might move troops to defend it that you needed in a different area, or like more troops that you needed, and you're not able to defend your other area because you moved all these troops over, and it ended up just being a small march that you could easily maybe just regroup some troops from the nearby cities and wall. And I think one of the last items here is, this happened a couple times this season, and this actually really hurts my troop count, is I've sent a march, and I'll show the battle report and explain it, but I've sent a march to a person, and let's say I take a city from them. This happened a couple times. I'll take a city from them, or they'll be taking a city from me. There'll be an incoming march to that city, or, of course, they're just simply taking a city. I will go to wall them, which is just placing troops in front of their march, enough to defend the city. And the troops that I send in front of the march will land like 5-6 seconds before their attack lands. But the game with the server lag, where I'll show you right now, and it doesn't have to be with remember to tap on under the banner. Okay. So with the server lag, oh, it's still doing that shit. Why is it 30-second march for that? Let me reload my game. That's fucked up. All right. So the game with the server lag is even like, it shows the march, and once it lands, it only takes like 1 to 2 seconds to actually notice the troops within the city. And I'll show you again with an amount that you can actually physically see. Just putting into the G's doesn't matter. So like, that's how it's supposed to work. And so it shows the reinforcements land, and like 1 to 2 seconds later, your troops are shown within that city. And I've done this multiple times, and notice that those marchers were incoming to these 2 cities earlier, and they're still on my screen. So I don't know what happened with that. I don't even think I have a battle report for them. So that was weird. Whatever, that's another weird glitch. But yeah, so the march lands 5 to 6 seconds before the opponent's attack lands, and it doesn't show the troops in the city. Instead, it shows as you attacking the troops that the person is sending, and then the next battle report will show them attacking whatever troops was in the city before they sent the march. One of the last glitches that isn't horrible is that when you're leveling up fast, especially in the beginning of the season, your XP bar will go beyond what it needs for the level, and it'll stay there. And the 2 ways to fix this is keep leveling, and eventually it'll show that levels that you have, or reload the game. The issue there is if you don't reload the game, then sometimes the XP, when you do finally level, it won't give you the amount of XP. It'll give you like the level that you should be, but it won't give you the amount of XP that you need. That was my last bug that I've noticed this season. And so, hope you enjoyed. Hope this was a little bit helpful for you. If you liked the video or you found it informational, whatever, feel free to like, subscribe, all that other bullshit. And definitely join my Discord server where you can keep up with promo codes, ask questions, and whatever, just hang out. So I'll leave that link for Discord in the description. So see you guys next time. Thank you.